Welcome to Fastang 444. I really need your help. I'm trying to grow my channel, so please subscribe and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. This is the second to last arena, and I am just going to park over here next to Horizon Street Scene Festival site. And I only engaged in 2 head-to-heads this game. Once I wound up in the Lamborghini Murcielago, I was content to use this in the final showdown. Someone just leveled up into a level 8 Camaro, and the other driver winds up leveling up into a Lamborghini Centenario. This will be Final Arena 2. So that is just south of this cloverleaf that is ahead. And once the arena begins to shrink, I will pull forward and get in position for the final showdown. The other 2 drivers wind up engaging in a late head-to-head. And this will be a 2-driver final showdown. The driver that is in the Lamborghini Centenario stays in the Lamborghini Centenario, so it will not show them leveling up or changing vehicles. When you stay in the same vehicle, it doesn't show that. There they are there. Along the way we cross paths, and I'll honk my horn, which is actually a camera shutter. It's a quiet sound by choice. And this is the point I actually like to leave from, right here next to this sign.
Get ready for the final showdown!
You see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 2. The range of time to leave is 19 to 22 seconds. The range of time is for level 10 vehicles, so I will leave it 24 seconds. If I find I am early, I will adjust my speed accordingly. To my surprise, the other driver in the Lamborghini Centenario is just parked there. They are not attempting to time their exit whatsoever. Finish appears, and it initially looks like it may be around the base of the mountain northwest, so I will just follow this road. Open up the map. It is at the base of the mountain, so I decide to go through the stadium here. I think that's the most direct route. This is kind of reverse direction I would take from Arena 19. It is in that area. So through the stadium. Once I am across the bridge that is ahead, I will angle over to the right. There's actually a head-to-head in Arena 19. It is identical to where this finish point is. So I just need to avoid some trees on this line that I am aware of, and I will have a very commanding win here, surprisingly, between the 2 Lamborghinis. Yes, this wound up being my first game of the day. What a great start.
Horizon, please congratulate the Eliminator!
I'll jump into this game where I am completing this head-to-head. This was the only head-to-head that I engaged in this game. And watch this. Look at the timeout bar there. There was just a sliver off of the timeout bar, and after this head-to-head, when you complete one in the final moments, it winds up giving 1/2 second off of the timeout bar. You can see that there. So here I am, getting in position for the final showdown. I wasn't sure which group of trees to go next to. It's over here. There's someone trying to complete a late head-to-head. There won't be enough time. That'll be canceled.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 10. The range of time to leave is 21 to 24 seconds. That range of time is for level 10 or near level 10 speed and acceleration vehicles. I will leave it 26 seconds. Get on this road and follow this. Where it angles to the right, I will continue straight and go through the corner of this greenhouse. This is a flat line through here. Straight ahead northeast, so I am roughly following along the line of this dirt road. I want to get close to this intersection, but wind up getting redirected off of that bump there. So let's adjust on the fly. Go through the Cloverleaf intersection. Once I am beyond the Cloverleaf intersection, I will angle over towards the finish. Watching out for some obstructions along this line. There are some buildings on the left there I avoid. Here is the Dog's Head that I am going through the snout of. Over to the Eagle's Head, right on the brow of the eagle for the win and another tumble as I complete this. And this was the second game of the day. This went very well.
Winner! Welcome to the Illuminati!
I will jump into this game as I am completing this head-to-head. And as you can see, I'm in the level 7 Porsche Cayenne. I just eliminated a level 8 Camaro. I wanted to click left and take the Nissan GTR, but because I didn't do that, it automatically gives you the level 8 that you eliminated if you are going to level up into a level 8. So that was a mistake on my part. So I am going to come over here. We'll get into another head-to-head and get into a level 9 and out of this Camaro, and here comes a Nissan GTR heading the wrong direction. So I have a definite advantage here, having the momentum going the direction of the finish. And this is going to be Arena 10 for the final showdown, so I know this head-to-head leads over here. There's actually a dirt road just beyond these trees I need to get through. Did well not hitting any of them, and that's a good thing. If I hit a tree in the Camaro, it's not very good off-road. I would have lost all my momentum, come to a screeching halt. And watch what is offered here. This is hilarious. So it offers me the slow Jeep Trackhawk. I will take the Nissan GTR that I wanted to take after the last head-to-head. So it's not much time left before the arena begins to shrink. So there is a vehicle in front of me. That dirt road that goes off to the right, that is where the head-to-head would lead. I was hoping they would stop in front of me and I could engage in a head-to-head with them, but they are skilled enough to know to go off to the left there. They do wind up coming back right over there. Yep, they saw me coming and went off again. So their vehicle's coming over to try and engage in a head-to-head. There's actually not enough time to engage and complete a head-to-head, so I will just make my way over and get in position for the final showdown.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
Right next to this small group of trees is where I like to leave from. You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 10. The range of time to leave is 21 to 24 seconds. I will leave at 22 seconds. And my reasoning for leaving at 22 seconds is the Nissan GT-R has near level 10 acceleration and top speeds. Here's a level 6 exoset that appears to be trying to influence the finish, which is what the Nissan GT-R that is going another random direction may be trying to do. And to my surprise, the Volkswagen Andretti Beetle is also going a different direction. All three are trying to influence the finish. I will stay the course, go through the corner of the greenhouse, exit at 2.5 seconds with speed. Timeout bar, 1 second remaining. And when the finish point appears, it appears to be roughly around the stadium. Most likely north of the stadium. I'll know as I get a little closer. So let's get across the highway. Watch out for some random buildings around here. Right between them. I was fortunate there. I'd like to say that was skill, but I knew they were going to be there. I split them. Alright. Bounce off of a tree. Should I go through the stadium? Yeah, let's go through the stadium. Alright. Just angle over to the left here. Maybe some more buildings around here and trees. There are. Avoid those. And this is at the Bat's Head, this finish. It is. Let's jump over towards this finish here. Not overshoot it for the win. Another tumbling finish. 3 wins on the day, 3 tumbling finishes.
Welcome to the shadowy ranks of the Illuminati.
This was early on in the game, and I found this Audi RS7, which is more of a level 9 speed vehicle, so this was a great find. And here's this Volkswagen Golf R level 2 Pixar Lover. And they were very quick to send me 2 messages back to back during this game. I didn't read them until afterwards. I didn't know what it said. I didn't really care. I was trying to win another game, and I thought it was comical. They were accusing me of using a mod, no horn really, when the reality is that explanation that I gave them, not that I needed to give them an explanation. I used the camera shutter sound by design, so there's a delay before someone realizes that they are actually in a head-to-head. And as I said, I didn't really think much about it. I'll put that conversation we had that they never replied to, so I thought they would try to retort and dispute that I was using a mod. As I put in that exchange, there was someone that insisted I was cheating, that there was no way I could have beat them. But Anyway, I'll jump ahead where I am in the Brocky. This is going to be Final Arena 2, so I am just next to Horizon Street Scene Festival site, and I will wait here until the arena is going to begin to shrink for the final showdown. See, someone just got into a level 2. Right at this bend in the road next to the sign is the point I like to leave from.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown!
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 2. The range of time to leave is 19 to 22 seconds. I will leave it 19 seconds. I open up the map to avoid this person trying to ram me. I appear to be the only one trying to time their exit here. I exit at 2 seconds, and since I am the only one trying to time their exit, I have a very good lead. Finish appears to be north of the stadium, so I will follow along this road. There's some rolling hills off to the right that will cause issues with a Brocky. So this is a flatter line. Get through here without hitting anything. The Bat's Head comes into view on the mini-map, and I need to go a little farther to the left. There are some trees that are closer to the Bat's Head that I remember. Just get over to this finish here. Let's see if I can get a win in without tumbling across the finish. Slow down. And I got it without a tumble. Win number 4 on the day.
Welcome to the secret society of the Illuminati! Oh, shh. Opponent eliminated!
I will jump into this game as I am leveling up into this AMG 1. I didn't know until after this game that my gaming friend and a very skilled player, Hesitatedjam, is in this game. He just got into a level 10 Funko. And this is going to be Final Arena 2. So I am going over to the Horizon Street Scene Festival site, and I will hang out around there. Wait until the arena is going to begin to shrink and get in position for the final showdown. Of course, I will glance at these drops here, just the outside chance. One of them is a AMG 1. I think that's ever happened, or I know that's never happened to me. I have found a level 10 while in a level 10 before. I was in an AMG 1 and I found a Brocky. I stayed in the AMG 1. So I will just stay here. If someone comes towards me, I will engage in a head-to-head. If not, as I said, I will just pull forward and get in position as the arena is shrinking. It is time to get in position for the final showdown, and I will not go full speed. I'm trying to time it where if someone does engage in a head-to-head with me, there will not be enough time for them to complete a head-to-head. We're down to 3 drivers left now, so myself, Hesitatedjam, and Orlando Team, and a Hoonigan Focus RSRX. So this is pretty much a 2-driver final showdown as far as I am concerned. At this bend in the road directed north is the point I like to leave from.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 2. The range of time to leave is 19 to 22 seconds. I will leave at 22 seconds. Although the AMG 1 has the highest top speed, it is one of the slower accelerating level 10s. I second-guessed my timing and wasn't accelerating through here. Hesitatedjam, no surprise, exits perfectly at 3 seconds. I exited 2 seconds with 1.5 seconds remaining on the timeout bar. Finish point appears, and it is north of Guanajuato. So I will angle just slightly over to the left here. The same line Hesitatedjam is on, and he winds up spinning out, which unfortunately is one of the characteristics of the Funko, going over bumps. The Brocky is very similar in that aspect. So as long as I can focus and stay calm and just keep it on the road here, I should be able to win this. Sometimes going up against such a skilled player, I can lose focus. So watch out for some buildings as I enter the city on the left there. So far so good, keeping it clean. And Hesitatedjam is as gracious a loser as he is a winner. Good game, Hesitatedjam. Contacted me afterwards, congratulating me on the win. This was my 5th win on the day.
Congratulations! You are the Eliminator!
I'll jump into this final game where I am in the Baja, as you can see. I was being followed around by a Jeep Trackhawk, which is a level 9 that has similar speeds to this level 6 Porsche 959 rally rate, and I would not put myself in a vulnerable position, but here they are. They did that exact thing I was trying to avoid, putting themselves in a vulnerable position. So I knew this head-to-head was going to lead over to this road. So I need to just angle a little farther to the left, avoiding buildings and rocks that are along either side of this road. Get on this road over to the finish. It's a matter of whether I want to take the level 9 Jeep Trackhawk and see if I can get into another head-to-head and get into a level 10. Let's see what is offered here. When it offers the level 7 AMG GT, I take that. So I won't risk losing a late head-to-head in the Jeep Trackhawk. I've had that happen once too many. So this actually has near level 10 speeds. So I am jumping ahead where I am just getting in position for the final showdown, just left of these cacti on this ridge here, directed southeast.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from, and I am directed southeast. This is Arena 17. The range of time to leave is 12 to 14 seconds. I will leave at 16 seconds, being in a less than level 10 AMG GT. It appears as though the other drivers are trying to influence the finish down the coast, but I am going to stay the course and go southeast. I exit with speed at 2 seconds. The finish appears straight ahead. Perfect. So I will go over the left edge of this small dune, try and get close to the middle of this intersection, watching out for some obstructions that are on this line. Now I am angling over towards the left side of the dune. Keep all the dunes off to the right here. You can see there is a lava field that is off to the left, so I will avoid that on this line. I open up the map, and the finish is south of the second crop circle and west of the ravine, so I do not have to go across the ravine. That is a good thing. So just keep it clean over to this finish. I should have a very easy win. Go left of this rock formation, and there are some buildings farther ahead on the right that I can see, and left of those as well. Through the irrigation structure over to this finish. Very commanding win. Number 6 on the day. Yes.
Horizon, please congratulate the Eliminator!
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video along with all of my videos. And if you've been enjoying my content, subscribe. Please help me get to 1,000 subscribers.